Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss introduction part in taxation. Okay. Generally, government provide facilities. Government provide facilities to the people. Okay. For this, government required funds. So, for this purpose, government imposed tax on public. Tax is main revenue to the government to meet all these expenditures. Government provide facilities to the common people. The facilities are hospitals, securities, maintenance of law and order, education. These are all facilities. Funds required to the each and every government. For collection of funds from the public, the government imposed tax on public. The tax is main sources of revenue for each and every government. Okay. Right. The tax word coming from word of taxor. Taxor means to estimate or value. Okay. Tax word derived from the Latin word of taxor. Taxo means to estimate or value. Right, look at the features of taxes. Look at the main features of taxes. Point 1. Tax is a compulsory payment. All the people must be paid the tax to the government. Refusal to tax is offense. All the people, the government imposed tax to the public. The public definitely pay the tax amount to the government directly or indirectly. So, the tax is a compulsory payment because the government collected the amount through the taxes. Okay, that amount again provide facilities, again expended for provide facilities to the people. That's why the main features, one is tax is a compulsory payment. Okay, refusal to tax is offense. Next, taxpayer cannot claim reciprocal benefit against the taxes paid. So, if the person paid the tax, he cannot expect anything from the government. That is the meaning of that. That's why the taxpayer cannot claim reciprocal benefits against the tax paid. Okay. Next one. Tax is payable regularly and periodically as determined by tax authorities. Next one. The taxation is an exercise, legal process in the collective solution of individual problem. So, this is the features of taxation. Okay. So, government need funds for various purposes like maintenance of law and order, hospitals, construction roads, construction bids, etc. And the government provide facilities to common people. And the government provide facilities to the people, those who are lived in the country. For this purpose, the government has required funds. So, that's why the government imposed taxes on the public. Okay, on the public. So the public must be paid tax amount to the government. It is compulsory. Offense of the refusal to payment of tax is offense. Next one, the taxpayer cannot claim reciprocal benefit. The taxpayer cannot claim reciprocal benefit against the taxes paid because the taxes are collected. The taxes are collected, balanced regional development also. That's why if one person paid the tax amount to the government, they doesn't expected anything from he doesn't expected anything from the government. The government maybe used the funds in any another place. The government maybe used these funds to other person also. The government maybe used these funds any important activities. That's why the taxpayer cannot claim reciprocal benefit against the tax paid. Next one, tax is payable regularly and periodically. This is decided by the tax authority. Next one, the taxation is an exercise. The taxation is an exercise or legal process. Yes, it is a legal process. Definitely it is the legal process. Each and every tax regulations authorized by CBDT, Central Board of Direct Taxes. Tax rules and regulations framed by the Central Board of Direct Taxes. The tax authorities, the tax rules and regulations framed by the Central Board of Direct Taxes. So that's why the taxation is an exercise or legal process in the collective solution of individual problem. This is the features of taxation. Next one, what is the main objectives and what is the subsidiary objectives of taxation? The main objective of taxation is generation of revenue. Generation of revenue. Why the taxes are imposed? Why the taxes are imposed means generation of revenue. That revenue amount again expanded to provide facilities to the people. That's why the main objective of taxation is generation of revenue. Next one, prevention of concentration of economic power. Prevention of concentration of economic power. The concentration of economic power is most dangerous because the economic power does not be concentrated in one area. So, for that purpose, for prevention of economic power, the taxes are imposed. That is the main objective. And next one, redistribution of wealth. Redistribution of wealth, a beautiful word it is. Redistribution of wealth for the common goal. Next one, balanced regional development. Balanced regional development. These are all the 4 main objectives of taxes. So what are the main objectives of taxes here? First of all, generation of revenue. Second one, prevention of concentration of economic power. Third one, redistribution of wealth. Redistribution of wealth for the common goal. Yes. The wealth is redistributed to rich people to poor people. Next one, balanced regional development. Balanced regional development. It is also one of the essential factor. So, for each and every country. Okay. So, these are all the main objectives of taxes. Next one, what are the subsidiary objectives? The subsidiary objective of taxes is rapid economic development. For rapid economic development, government imposed the taxes, then that amount useful for economic development. Next one, generation of employment avenues. So started the industries, developing the country. So many facilities are provided. Construction the roads. Okay, so developing the cities. Automatically, whenever the cities are developed, whenever facilities are provided, automatically, whenever area is developed, automatically so much of industries comes to existing that place, started the business on this place. Then automatically it creates employment to the common people. For that purpose, generation of employment avenues collected the taxes, imposed the taxes on the people. Next one, protecting domestic industries. So taxes are imposed on foreign commodities. High rate of taxes, whenever high rate of taxes imposed on foreign commodities, automatically it is available high price at the market. Then the people are very much interested to purchase, our products. That's why protecting domestic industries, the taxes are imposed. Next one, controlling consumption of particular commodities and consumption pattern. On consumption pattern. Okay, so the supply is very low, some of the commodities, the demand is very high. In that moment, the taxes are imposed on the commodities, particular commodities. Then automatically the price will be raised. Then so much of the people, that means so many people not interested to purchase, automatically demand will be decreased. Then demand will be decreased, price will be decreased. So in that time, so controlling consumption. What is the main objective for that? Controlling consumption on particular product, then imposed taxes on it. This is the subsidiary objectives. So once again, I am telling that what are the features and objectives of taxation. Okay, government provide facilities to common people. Government provide facilities to people, those who are living in the society, those who are living in the country. For this purpose, government has wanted to sources, the government has wanted to funds. Tax is the main important source of income, source of revenue for every government. So, the taxes imposed compulsory on every people. Right. The tax word derived from the Latin word of taxor. Tax means to estimate or value. Right. Features of taxation. What are the features of taxation? The tax is compulsory payment. The tax is compulsory payment. So, refused payment of tax is offence. The taxpayer cannot claim reciprocal benefit against the tax paid. Next, tax is payable regularly and periodically as determined by the tax authority. The tax is an exercise or legal process in the collecting solution of individual problem. This is the main features of taxes. Next one, Objectives of taxes. The main objective of taxes is generation of revenue, prevention of concentration of economic power, redistribution of wealth for the common goal. Next, balanced regional development. These are all the main objectives. And what are the subsidiary objectives? The subsidiary objectives are rapid economic development. The taxes are imposed to the public because of rapid economic development. Generation of employment avenues. Next, protecting domestic industries. Next, controlling consumption of particular commodities and consumption pattern. Okay, these are all the features and objectives of taxation. Okay. Another topic, methods of calculation of income tax. For calculation of income tax, two methods is available. One is blanket rate method, second one is slab rate method. For calculation of methods of income tax, first one is blanket rate method, second one is slab rate method. The two methods are available. Okay. In blanket rate method, okay, income groups and rate of tax available. Income groups and rate of tax available. Okay. In slab rate method, slab rates and rate of taxes is available. Okay, once again I am telling that there are two methods for calculation of income tax. One is blanket rate method. In blanket rate method, income groups and rate of taxes is available. Right. In slab rate method, slab rates and rate of taxes is available. Okay. First method is blanket rate method. Okay, before going to that, I want to explain who is assessee. Assessee means who is the person paying the tax to the income tax department. Who is the person affected income tax rules and regulations. That person is to be treated as an assessee. Assessee means who is the pay the tax amount to the government. That amount is to be treated as assessee. And who is the affected, who is the person affected income tax rules and regulations, that person is also be treated as assessee. Who is the person, okay, interact with the income tax department, that person is also be treated as assessee. Assessee. Assessee means who is the person dealt with income tax department, that person is to be treated as assessee. He payable tax or not, just whenever he deals with the income tax department, whenever he connected with the income tax department, then that person is to be treated as a assessee. Okay, right. Look at that one. First one, blanket rate method. Okay, fresh blanket rate method. In blanket rate method, income groups and rate of taxes are available. Okay, first of all, if the total income of an assessee, is rupees, once again look at the board please, total income of an assessee is equal to 5,20,000 rupees. 5,20,000 rupees. Then tax liability of an assessee is equal to, for example, if one assessee get the total income, if one assessee earned total income in last previous year, when one assessee gets the total income in last previous year rupees 5,20,000, rupees 5,20,000, then what is the tax liability of an assessee is equal to 5,20,000 means he come in the income, the total income and under the head of income 5,01,000 to 10 lakhs, 20%. Okay, what is this income groups? If the total income is 2,50,000 nil, there is no income tax. For example, we are got at 2,40,000 total income, then we need not to pay any tax amount. Next, when I am getting the income, I am getting the total income 2,60,000, then I will be pay the rate of 10% tax on it. Here, one assessee, total income of an assessee is equal to 5,20,000. So, then the tax liable of an assessee is equal to 20%. He must be pay the tax amount 20% on his total income. That's why the tax amount is equal to 5,20,000 into 20 by 100. That is equal to 1,04,000. He must be paid the tax to the government is equal to 1,04,000. This is the example for blanket rate method. Once again, I am telling that in blanket rate method, income groups and rate of taxes available. Okay, if the income groups are like this, what is that? If total income up to 2,50,000 nil, if total income in between of 2,50,000 1 rupee to 5 lakhs is to be treated as, then the tax rate is equal to 10%. If the total income in between of 5 lakhs 1 rupee to 10 lakhs, then the tax rate is 20%. Next one, if the total income above 10 lakhs, the tax rate is 30%, above 10 lakhs. Okay, right. This is the example. What it is? Total income of an assessee, if the total income of an assessee is equal to 5,20,000, then what is the tax liability amount under blanket rate method? What is the tax liability amount under blanket rate method? Means whenever he getting the total income 5,20,000, he come under the third point. So he affected 20% on 20% tax rate on his total income. That's why then the tax liability of an assessee is equal to 5,20,000 into 20 by 100, that is equal to 1,04,000. So, under blanket rate method, if assessee get 5,20,000 rupees total amount, then the tax liability amount is 1,04,000. Tax liability amount means here the amount paid to tax the government is 1,04,000. Okay, so this system is not applicable for Indian government. Indian government followed slab rate system. Okay, it is very useful system for public. Okay, next one. This is the process, way of collection of tax from the people. This is called blanket rate method. And next one, slab rate method. In slab rate method, slab rates and tax rate of taxes is available. Okay, if total income up to 2,50,000, rate of tax 0, rate of tax nil. Second one, total income between 2,50,000 1 rupee to 5 lakhs, Okay, rate of tax 10%. Total income between 5 lakhs 1 rupee to 10 lakhs, rate of tax 20%. Next, total income above 10 lakhs, rate of tax is equal to 30%. Okay, this system now at present applicable to that means this method followed by Indian government. Okay, so up to 10 lakhs, that is equal to 30%. This is the slab rate method. Okay, if look at the problem, exercise problem, if the total income of an SSC is equal to 5,20,000 rupees, then tax liability amount under blanket method how much is equal to question mark. Okay, look at the one. How we are calculated tax liability amount if a person total income 5,20,000 rupees. Okay, once again, if 1% of total income is 5,20,000 rupees, then the tax liability amount calculated in slab rate method is as follows. First of all, total income of an SSC, how much? 5,20,000. Okay, up to 2,50,000 nil, first one is over. Up to 2,50,000 nil na, tax amount nil, up to 2,50,000 tax amount nil. So remaining amount how much? 2,50,000. Look at the board please. This is the total income. Of an SSC, 5,20,000. So this is the exempted income. How much? Exempted income. How much? 2,50,000. First 2,50,000 nil. So the tax is also nil. Remaining 2,50,000, 2,70,000 rupees is there. Okay, 2,70,000 rupees is there. Next one, second one. First is one over na, right? Second 2,50,000, 10% tax amount. That's why. Next 2,50,000, 2,50,000 to 5 lakhs. Difference is 2,50,000. That's why. So how much amount we are collecting tax rate? 10%. So 2,50,000 into 10 by 100, that is equal to 25,000. So remaining amount 20,000. Okay, second one, how much amount paid the tax? 20%. So 20,000 into 20 by 100, that is equal to 4,000. The total tax liability of a person under slab rate method is equal to 29,000 only, plus education cess and higher education cess is applicable. Here also education cess and higher education cess is also available. Okay, education cess, higher education cess is also available. Here also education cess and higher education cess is also available. Higher education cess will be applied. Once again I am telling that for calculation of this is the most important one now. That's why I am explaining repeatedly and slowly. Methods of calculation of income tax. The two methods is there. One is blanket rate method, second one is slab rate method. In blanket rate method, income groups and rate of taxes is available. If Total income of an SSC 2,50,000 nil. Total income between 2,50,000 1 rupee to 5 lakhs 10%. Total income between 5 lakhs 1 rupee to 10 lakhs 20,000. Total income above 10 lakhs 30%. This is the rate of taxes. The total income of an SSC 5 lakhs 20,000. Under this method, the tax liability of an SSC is equal to 5 lakhs 20,000. Okay, so into 20 by 100, 1 lakh 4,000 plus education cess and higher education cess is to be applied. Okay, education cess 2%, higher education cess 1%. Next one, second model, slab rate method. In slab rate method, slab rates and rate of taxes available. If the slab rates is like this, if the total income up to 2,50,000 nil, total income between 2,50,000 1 rupee to 5 lakhs 10%, total income between 5 lakhs 1 rupee to 10 lakhs 20%, total income above 10 lakhs 30%. Okay, if the total income of an SSC 5 lakhs 20,000, then tax liability amount how much under the slab rate method? Okay, total income 5 lakhs 20,000. Okay, first 2 lakhs 50,000 need not to pay any tax. So less exempted income 2 lakhs 50,000 tax nil, need not to pay any tax on it. Next 5 lakhs 20,000 minus 2 lakhs 50,000. How much amount is remaining? 2 lakhs 70,000 total income is there. Right. Second 2 lakhs 50,000. Okay, how much amount tax imposed here? 20%. So 2 lakhs 50,000 into 10 by 100, 25,000. Right. Remaining, how much amount is there? 20,000. This 20,000, okay, tax paid 20% rate of interest. So 20,000 into 20 by 100, this is equal to 4,000. So the total tax paid 29,000 rupees under slab rate method, and education cess, higher education cess is common for also. So the huge amount difference in between two methods, same of the income 5 lakhs 20,000 and 5 lakhs 20,000. In blanket rate method collected 1 lakh 4,000 rupees, but in slab rate method 29,000 rupees only. Okay, this system is now at present. The government of India applied this system, that the government of India collected taxes amount from the public on the basis of slab rate method. Okay, this is the methods of calculation income tax. Thank you.